Hey guys, this is another Life is Strange video. So I realized the other day that I have been paying too much attention to Life is Strange True Colors, and I sort of ignored the fact that there's a remastered edition of Life is Strange coming out along with the new game, and that's also fantastic. That's also great news. So I wanted to discuss that today. I wanted to have a look at some of the art that they have released along with the announcement, as well as some screenshots. Okay, so when it comes to the art itself, look at that. This is actually quite lovely. I love the way it looks. It's toned down, feels a bit mellow. Colors are really nice. It's sort of like a painting, like a comic book. And as you well know, or maybe you don't know, there's actually a series of Life is Strange comic books that I can highly recommend. It's like part of the official Life is Strange franchise anyway. Do have a look at the comic books, but it does look different in the comic books. Here you can see that it is actual painting, sort of like an art. There's a tornado. I love the way it looks. It gives me a nice pastel vibe. They also released a poster for Life is Strange Before the Storm, which is also getting a remastered edition, as well as Life is Strange remastered poster with Max herself. I love the fact that there are butterflies on the right hand side right next to Max, and that there are ravens right next to Chloe. I think that's meant to show us the way it's going to look like in the actual game. There's a short teaser trailer that you can have a look right now. It's quite lovely the way it looks like graphically, but it's also quite ambiguous. They're not really showing any actual gameplay footage, only the actors, so you can have a look at both Chloe and Rachel, Jefferson, Nathan, Victoria, Frank, all of these characters. Just yesterday I was discussing Mass Effect Legendary Edition because it's coming out in a month, and I gotta admit there was some criticism to present. It looks nice and you can tell that they have put a lot of effort into this, but at the same time it just sometimes feels a bit off, especially the lighting. Now if you have a look at the screenshots that they presented, and that's actually our only chance to have a look at the gameplay itself, sort of, because like I mentioned before, they haven't really shown us any gameplay so far, but they did post screenshots. This nice Reddit user posted a comparison. It's worth having a look. That's the first screenshot. You can see Chloe and Rachel in Rachel's room. That's the other screenshot. That's Chloe and Rachel, beginning of the first part of Before the Storm, so at the concert. I gotta admit that while I did have some criticism towards Mass Effect Legendary Edition, when I'm looking at these photos, these two photos that they have posted, I actually love the way it looks like. I have no criticism whatsoever, like it looks just great. They did polish it up, especially Chloe. Looks somehow more mature, more like a real person. She looks a bit older, and someone pointed out in the comments on that Reddit post, she reminds us, and she really does, of William and Joyce, so her parents, and that's so sweet. I have to admit that when I'm looking at Rachel, I can actually see her mother, which is weird because I don't even mean Sarah, but the mother that was raising her. Here's a comparison. Obviously the screenshot on the top is not the most fortunate one. The game definitely looked better than that, was sharper than that, but never mind that. I remember the way Before the Storm looked like because it wasn't really released that long ago. I think it was like 3 years ago, so it was still okay. It feels a bit early to remaster it, but at the same time, they probably wanted to remaster it along with the first game and just make this a one big, quite expensive release. That's the comparison, and it looks so much better. Chloe really does look like William a bit. She looks like William's daughter. I love the details and everything they have added. They have smoothed up the background, both the textures, lighting looks better. It will be really nice to replay it. Now off to the other one. Here's the one that I showed you before, so Max and Chloe in Chloe's room. Definitely looks better. Like, you can totally see that it looks better. Chloe's hair is bluer. Funnily enough, Liara also seemed to be a bit bluer. The Mass Effect Legendary comparison trailer, if you want to have a look. If they do fix the facial expressions, this really will be good enough when it comes to Life is Strange. As we all know, this was one of the biggest criticism towards the game overall, that face expressions weren't exactly fortunate. Often it just didn't really fit. Hopefully, if this gets fixed, then we might have a graphically stunning product. And that's really exciting. Now, you might get all of that in a pack. So Life is Strange True Colors, Life is Strange Remastered and Before the Storm Remastered. That's a big pack on Steam that you can get if you want to. So I do highly recommend it. I did play Life is Strange on my channel. It was a replay because I originally played the game on my own. However, when the game is out, I think I will be playing it or streaming it. Yeah, the one thing that I'm not looking forward to again is that labyrinth in the final episode. I just didn't really enjoy it and I often get lost in there. We'll see how it goes. That's what I wanted to discuss today. Sorry it took me so long to actually record that video. Yeah, those of you who haven't seen my new space, I actually moved, so that's my new background, my new recording room that I'm really happy about, but it's not quite finished yet. I will be doing a tour once it's all done. So thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe. It helps a lot if you leave a like and subscribe. You can follow me on social media so we can discuss stuff anywhere you want. I'll see you guys soon. Stay safe. Bye.